Hello and welcome, my beautiful Scorpios. My name is Allison, and welcome to Mystic Wisdom. Welcome, my beautiful Scorpios. So, what we are going to be doing today is a general full moon reading. Yay, full moons! I don't always get to do a full moon reading. They just don't always line up with the day that I read, so I don't go out of my way to do things like that. But today is a full moon in Leo, so we're going to be looking at that. We're going to be looking at what the moon is illuminating. We are going to be looking at what you need to release during this time, and we're also going to be looking at what energies are emerging that you can transform or are going to be transforming you. So this is a very intense day. I am super emotional myself. Venus and Mars are conjunct. Feminine and masculine energies here are emerging underneath the light of the full moon. So I'm feeling like super off center, super not with the program. Physically, I'm okay. Emotionally, not so good. But I will keep reading. It's good energy to work with here. I might be a little bit slower to pace, but it's okay. But yeah, we'll get into it and we'll go ahead and move along here. So we're working with Leo and Aquarius. Leo is about the ID. Aquarius is about uniqueness, individuals, giving back to the collective. What can I do for the collective? How is this benefiting the collective here, Scorpio? So I have an affirmation for you, and I also have a few questions that you can ask yourself as you move through the next week. First and foremost, let's get to this affirmation. As I grow into my unique individuality, I contribute to my fellow human beings. Okay, so as long as I'm able to stand up in who I am as an individual, the world receives greater gifts from me. Not so much to follow the crowd, but to be who you are as an individual here is very, very important during this time. This is a read from February 16th to March 18th. From moon to moon. You can use this during this whole entire time. Full moon to full moon, not full moon to new moon. This is a full moon cycle reading. So keep that in mind here as we go forward. As I grow into my unique individuality, I contribute to my fellow human beings. It serves nobody any purpose for you to be like them. Okay, you see a lot of this influencers and people trying to be like other people. Like you'll see it all over the place. People wearing the same outfits, people having the same hairstyles, people trying to be like everybody else. This is bad news. Okay, like all they're doing is repeating what they've already heard or repeating what they've seen, and they're not tapping into their individuality. Their ID is based on somebody else instead of on who they are. Okay, I just went on a little bit of rant there. I hope you understood that, at least in the eyes of Leo Aquarius energy that you're dealing with here, okay? Questions to ask yourself as you're moving through this full moon cycle. What validates my identity as an individual? What makes me different than everybody else? What makes me stand out from other people? Whatever it is, embody it, embrace it, and it'll help you as an individual as well as the collective. So what validates my identity as an individual? What is your self-confidence based on? What is your self-confidence based on? Do you post things to get likes? Do you want followers? Do you want subscribers? Where are you in this situation? What is your confidence based on? Okay. What assures me of my worth? What makes you feel worthy to be a human being on this earth? And I'm going to tell you, just being should be within your worth, okay? But what assures me of my worth? What makes you feel like you're worthy here, okay, Scorpio? These are just questions that you can ask yourself as you process the next 28 days or so. Like I said, February 16th through March 18th when we go into the Libra full moon, all right? So we'll get into the cards now that I've rambled on for a good minute, and we will see what's illuminating, what needs to be released, and what the transformational energies are coming out for you for the next month here, Leo. There's something in my attic, by the way. I don't know what it is, but if I freak out, you, my dears, will watch it happen on camera. Like, I heard it, I don't know what it is, something's up there and it's big, and I'm home alone, and I sit in the quiet very often. Like, I like the quietness, so I don't have any distractions on to keep me from hearing it, but that was so loud that there was no way that I couldn't hear it, right? It really was. I freaked the fuck out. I was like, what's going on there? I'm gonna die or something. I thought it was a person. It's so loud that it's possibly a person. Like, I was like, are my neighbors in my fucking attic? If they're still up there, then are my neighbors in my fucking attic? I don't know if they knew I'm home or not. They better not be up there, because they're going to be up there all day, because I am home all day long. I have an interview at 3:30 with a pet ambulance, but that is on the telephone. So if there's a people up there, they ain't going nowhere. All right, there's a people up there, they're not going nowhere. Whatever, right? Isn't that weird to say? I'm pretty sure it's probably just like a raccoon or a squirrel or something, but that's a fat, heavy animal. That's that. I'm getting a lot of cards here, Scorpio. More cards than a lot of people have gotten. Like, I'm just pulling 3 sections here, 3 decks. So, like, if more than one card falls out, I'm going to take it just to help me, oh goodness, get a better understanding of what's going on for you here. Excuse me. However, those fell onto the floor. We'll do it like that. Okie doke. So, that being said, creatures in the attic. Not flowers in the attic, creatures in the attic. I texted my partner. I was like, you have to go out there and look when you get home, because there's something up there and it's frightening. It was super loud. Like, I literally opened my front door and slammed my front door and let my neighbors know that I was home in case it was them, but it fucked if it was them, because they're up there. I mean, that would be so creepy, right? Duplex living. That's probably just an animal. But they haven't moved since I got mad, so. Alright, so what is coming to illumination for you here in this full moon cycle is the Hierophant, the World, the Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Scorpio. So what is coming to the surface? The things that are no longer being hidden from you. The things that you're seeing about who you are or in general. So you're ending something here. Something is coming. You're coming to terms with something here about your truth, your knowledge, your understanding of how the world should be. All right. You're coming to the conclusion of your ideas of spirituality here. Okay. And I think that you are very excited about it and ready to share and ready to talk to people about this. And I do believe that this is going to bring you in some emotional fulfillment, emotional energy here as well. I think that you're really excited about this process in your life where you're learning your truth. You're learning and coming to terms with what spirituality means to you versus somebody else. This kind of goes back to that Leo Aquarius energy. What validates my identity as an individual? What validates my spirituality as an individual, as a spiritual person? You live by your set of rules. That is what makes spirituality spirituality. There are no rules. There are, you know what I mean? It's up to you to interpret and decide what you want to believe in and your values and how you see the world and how you view the world, okay? These are all the things that are coming to the surface right now. You're really learning these things about yourself. They can no longer be hidden within you, you know, and it's very exciting to you. And, you know, you want to go forward and communicate almost. I don't necessarily say communicate, but you kind of want to share this information with somebody. Because you're very passionate about it and you finally kind of feel fulfilled in this energy and you're starting to be happy within the energy that you're cultivating. So the moon is illuminating this energy for you and showing you the path that is going to lead to your whole total body energy, mind, body, spirit, hierophant here. Okay. It is illuminating your Holy Trinity within, okay? Yeah, I think that there is definitely some amazing things being shown to you right now if you are open and receptive to allowing them in, all right? And we go on to what needs to be released here, my dear Scorpios. All right, so you have the Two of Cups, the Page of Swords, the King of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Magician. So you need to release what you've created here. I think that I just think that there's this like liberation for you right now, and you're releasing like not even what you can let go of. You just can't help it. Like it's uncontrollable, this situation, this spiritual situation that you're going through right now, Scorpio. May it be that you have your South Node in Scorpio right now, and like a lot of things are coming to the surface for you. But I feel like y'all are really diving into this energy of awakening to your spiritual truth. Even in this release here, it's like the Eight of Cups, the Magician, you know, the Two of Cups. This is about the divine coming into your life and helping you create something way bigger and better and taking this journey and taking this path forward. With the Page of Swords, about, you know, getting these new ideas and having this new creativity, and not even creativity because it's not passion, it's not fire energy, it's like you just all these new ideas, and like there's this need for you possibly to release them in a way that's serving others. Like, yeah, I get that energy for you with that. Even within this, like, I keep going back to this mantra for you. I think it's super important for you right now, Scorpios. As I grow into my unique individuality, I contribute to my fellow human beings. This kind of goes back to that. This is you are the only sign so far that I keep going back to this mantra with. I feel like you are emerging into something that is unlike anything you've ever experienced. And through this process, it's important for you to, you know, Page of Swords here is to talk about this situation, see the, you know, bounce your ideas off of other people, not to necessarily grasp onto their ideas, but to see how your ideas align and find those individuals to help you on your journey type of energy here, Scorpio, and hopefully this makes sense. Okay, the transformation. Okay, the transformation here is a lot of stuff. The Knight of Pentacles has almost come out in like all my readings today, which is simply about cultivating your own self, cultivating, you know, not moving. Knights are about going forward, but the Knight of Pentacles is more about staying back and taking your time and cultivating the things within yourself here. So there's that energy of transformation that's emerging within you. It's like cultivating thyself as you're moving forward here, okay? Just generally speaking here with the Knight of Pentacles, of course. So what has happened is going to find itself in a way of balance here. So transformative energies here. I feel like allowing a situation to just be what it is instead of trying to figure out what's right and what's wrong is a very powerful energy for you right now. Okay, usually Justice has a feather and a heart in her scales, and she's weighing out like which is lighter, you know, will my heart and can my heart be as light as a feather? Shall I pass this test type of energy with a light heart? But here her cups, her scales are empty, and it's kind of resonating for me to say, you know, allow things to just be and not try to see who is right, who's wrong, whether your heart is light or heavy, but just to be present in this moment here, in this transformation that you are going through, okay? I see here as well that the movement that you are making, you are trying to control. And you're trying to dictate how it goes, how this journey that you're taking should be. And I don't feel like that's a good idea. I feel like that is a lower energy. That is the energy of not your higher self, and it is not going to serve you any good in this situation where you need to just kind of allow things to flow and be within yourself and cultivate the relationship with your spirit here. Okay, it's a very spiritual reading for you, Scorpio. It's probably one of the most spiritual readings I've done all day, so keep that in mind. You may definitely be in some very transformative energies right now. The Ten of Swords is, you know, this is all inevitable. There's nothing that you can do right now. So for the next 18 months, you guys are going to be going, because your South Node is now in Scorpio and the North Node is now in Taurus, and it's about an 18-month journey. You are going to be experiencing a lot of awakenings, and this is all inevitable no matter how hard you try to control this and overthink this and not just kind of allow things to play out how they play out, and trust yourself and cultivate your own energy. You know, the more you do that, the harder it's going to be for you to just go and develop. All right, don't fight so hard against this, is what I'm kind of getting there. In this situation, there's this energy for surrender almost, even though like the, you know, the death card is not here, but you are the death card. You are Scorpio, scorpionic energy. You are the death card. So while you are not represented here, you need to embody that energy of surrendering to this path that you are on right now. While it may be confusing and scary, find your tribe, have your conversations, be within it, and don't fight against it. Okay, and just kind of allow things to flow out as they may. Okay, Scorpio, that is what I got for you, and I hope you have a beautiful, blessed full moon and make your way through the Venus Mars conjunction. And usually it's a pretty fast conjunction, but we are hanging out for a really long time with this conjunction. It's about a month-long process. Venus just came out of retrograde, so she's moving rather slow. Venus is usually a fast-moving planet, so it's going to be spending a little bit more time hanging out with the divine masculine, so divine feminine, divine masculine energy here coming forward. That may be you know, causing some issues. I know it is for me. I'm all right, Scorpios, and I'll see you next week. Bye.